Hi, everyone. This is Audra Moore with the National Weather Service in Pocatello, Idaho, with your weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, August 31st, 2022. The heat is still the main story as we go through the rest of this week, and we are still looking at some more near record and record breaking temperatures coming up. So, we are going to go through those. All right, so some of the key points we already mentioned the record breaking heat that is likely as we go through the next few days and even into the holiday weekend. Light winds mainly today, mainly staying dry too, aside from a small chance for an isolated shower or storm, mainly in the central mountains. However, most of us going to stay completely dry. We will see the winds pick up a little bit more as we get into Thursday. We'll talk more about that coming up too. Checking out satellite this morning, not a whole lot to see, at least here in eastern Idaho. However, you'll notice out along the west coast, we've got more fog and clouds out that way. Otherwise, thanks to that ridge of high pressure that is in control of our weather, we're not seeing a whole lot as far as clouds go. We'll likely see some afternoon cumulus today pop up, though, and that'll be about it as far as clouds go. So, as far as watches and warnings across the western part of the U.S., again, with the heat being the big story, we do have excessive heat watches and warnings and heat advisories in effect for a good portion of the area. A little bit closer to home here, through a good chunk of southern Idaho, we've got the heat advisories. These will go basically through the weekend here. So keep that in mind if you are impacted a bit more by the heat when you're out and about. It's a good excuse to stay home, stay inside, find some air conditioning, and hang out to beat the heat. So, again, heat risk is going to be the main story as we go through, well, today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday. And it'll still be hot even as we go into the week ahead. This is especially true in the lower elevations. You get a little bit higher into the higher elevations, it will still be plenty hot. We're mainly talking about differences of closer to 90 degrees versus closer to 100 degrees some days in the lower elevation. So here's a look at some of those temperatures here. As far as afternoon highs for our Wednesday, at least here in Pocatello, we're looking at 97 degrees. Again, a lot of the Magic Valley and Snake Plain area looking at mid to upper 90s, even pushing towards 100 degrees. You get to some of the higher elevations. Again, it is still hot, upper 80s to low 90s. Thursday, we actually will see a very slight drop in our temperatures. We do have a weak shortwave coming through, or a little bit of a disturbance. Not going to really bring any rain for it, unfortunately, but we will see temperatures just drop a few degrees. Again, going from almost 100 degrees to more so into the low and mid 90s for most of us. It will also bring some stronger winds, wind gusts as we get through Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. Closer to about 20, 25 miles per hour. Could even see some gusts closer to 30 miles per hour. Again, especially in the plain area. And with that, we'll be keeping an eye on things because, of course, it will still be very dry. So watching for any potential impacts to fire weather as we get closer to Thursday here. And temperatures will kind of stay in those mid upper 90s on Friday. Don't worry, though, the heat builds back in even more for the weekend, with more of us pushing even closer to 100 degrees. In fact, we even have Pocatello forecast to hit 100 degrees on Saturday for our high. Sunday, still a very hot day. This trend continues. Most of us in those mid to upper 90s for afternoon highs. And we've already set a couple of new records at Chalice and Stanley on Tuesday. We're looking to likely see some more records broken as we go really Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday will be close in some spots. We may tie or fall just short of some of those records. But again, through the next several days, if we are not setting new records, we will be very close to them. Unfortunately, it looks like this trend is going to continue. I guess if you love the heat, fortunately for you, as we start September here, that first full week, looking at temperatures staying above average. Keep in mind, though, our average high for this time of the year, about 85 degrees or so. So technically anything above that is considered above average, but looking to mainly stay in those 90s or very close to 100 degrees. And we look to stay dry, too. Not really any major rain chances coming up within the next several days. So in summary, again, we're going to continue seeing these near record, if not record-breaking temperatures as we go through today and through the weekend, really. Light winds today, mainly dry. A little bit breezier tomorrow on Thursday as that shortwave trough or weak disturbance makes its way into the area and drops our temperatures just a couple of degrees. Again, that heat advisory in effect as we go through Sunday. If you do have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us via email, phone call, or social media. Also a great way to get a hold of us. Otherwise, have a great day and make sure to stay safe in this heat.